Lance Stephenson. When I say this name, there's so many differing opinions from NBA fans. Some people absolutely hate this guy, and some people absolutely love him. But if you ever truly watched Lance play, you would have to know in big games, he really does come through. He's got under the skin of guys like LeBron, Kevin Durant, and has been one of the most entertaining guys to watch for so many years now, and I truly believe he deserves his respect. So that's why today we're going to be talking about why Lance Stephenson is one of the most underrated players in the NBA. Lance Stephenson was drafted in the second round of the 2010 NBA draft, and he was the 40th pick in that draft, and is someone that a lot of scouts had differing opinions on. No one really knew if he was going to be a really good player. A lot of people thought he was going to be more of a hassle for NBA teams, if that makes sense, but he was someone that always had controversy around him, even coming out of high school. So with that being said, everybody knows one of the biggest trending reasons for Lance ever is LeBron James, the blowing in the ear, the getting under his skin, the messing with him in the NBA playoffs, and that is just something that is what makes Lance Lance. Those antics that a lot of people hate is something that I believe is truly a great value to any NBA team. And in big games, watching him really just steal the ball or rip it out of LeBron's hands and get the crowd involved is something that I will always remember as an NBA fan. Lance's most praised year is the one we're going to talk about right now. The one that he gets all the respect for, the thing that gets brought up when people bring up Lance, is the 2013-2014 Indiana Pacers season, where he averaged 13.8 points, 4.7 assists, 7.2 rebounds, on 49% from the field and 35% from beyond the arc, and that is by far his best season he's ever had. Number-wise, he was terrific. Even off the numbers, stat sheets don't matter when it comes to Lance, because the stuff he does that doesn't really show up in the stat sheet is tremendous. The amount of defense he plays, the energy he brings is similar to guys like Russell Westbrook. He offers that energy you need on a long back-to-back, or that energy you need in a Game 5 in Miami. He played a key role in that Pacers team being so successful that year alongside Paul George and coach Frank Vogel. That team finished 56-26 at number 1 in the Eastern Conference, looking to be the team that really knocked off the Miami Heat era. Everyone knows that they were coming for LeBron James and D Wade that year, as they did meet them in the playoffs, and that did result in a 2-4 loss, and that Miami, of course, wound up going to the finals. That team played hard all series, which was really bad to see them go out the way they did, because especially Lance, he gave that team everything they needed. In Game 1, had 17 points, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. And even Game 2, he had 25 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. And the amount of defense and energy he really did is still trending with plays like this.
Pacers, including this, blowing in the ear of LeBron James. And James.
Of course, Lance Stephenson is an Indiana Pacer legend. That's really been the main franchise that he's really stuck with and played tremendous with even throughout all these years. He's always been tied with Indiana. But a lot of people fail to realize he's spent a lot of other time on different NBA franchises. He's played for the Indiana Pacers, of course, the Charlotte Hornets, the Los Angeles Clippers, and the Los Angeles Lakers, the Memphis Grizzlies, the New Orleans Pelicans, and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Of course, because of off-the-court stuff, and also being injury prone for a lot of those years, he did miss a lot of time and only played a short amount of games with teams like the Grizzlies, Pelicans, Clippers, and Hawks. A team that I thought he was truly underrated with was the Los Angeles Lakers in the 2018-2019 season, in which I thought he played his role perfectly, but that team really was disappointing, and there really wasn't much he could do because the injuries on that team were just crazy. LeBron was out, Lonzo was out, Kuzma was out, he even had injuries himself. And just guys like Tyson Chandler, who were also brought on the team, struggled with injuries. And that season was more of a wash and something LA fans will wish to not remember. But with that being said, he was one of the bright spots in LA. Even me talking to fans, a lot of people remember that season for the air guitar, Lance, the ankle breakers, just him really getting involved with that LA crowd and bringing that energy that team needed every single night. Which is why, even if Lance is having a bad game, he's going to give you entertainment, he's going to give you defense, regardless of how he shoots the ball. Even in 2022, Lance got his chance to come back to the Indiana Pacers on a 10-day, and that was just terrific for the franchise because he went off. He had games of 16 points, 6 rebounds, 14 assists, and 4 steals against the Jazz, and another game with 25 points against the Grizzlies, and also had a 30-point outing against the Nets that was truly fantastic to watch. That game was just a reminder to Indiana Pacers fans that Lance is forever going to remain an Indiana legend. That is one of my spiels on why I love Lance so much, is just the pit bull in him, going against some of the best guys and never backing down, and always sticking true to whoever he's playing for. But with that being said, until everyone goes in the comments, I know that he does have his issues. I know that Lance is not the perfect player. There is time where he goes on an ISO when he maybe should not, or he makes a pass that goes out of bounds that was kind of unwarranted. But with that being said, every player has their flaws, and just someone similar to Lance is Russell Westbrook when it comes to energy. Everyone knows, even if you're playing hard, that can also lose you games. Sometimes you ain't thinking and you're just playing hard and you can make a mistake, which is something he's done at times and why he's been kind of subbed out at some points of his career during fourth quarters. He does have that mindset of just he's always on, he's always playing. It doesn't matter if it's the end of the fourth or the beginning of the game, he's coming at you with that energy and that tenacity. And that is, again, my reason for absolutely loving Lance Stephenson. So I want to say thank you guys for watching. Leave in the comment section below if you hate Lance Stephenson or do you love Lance Stephenson. Let me know either way, because I love reading your guys' opinions about these NBA players, because it is really something that is completely torn in the NBA community. You either love them or you hate them, and I really want to see what you guys have to say about this and what are your reasonings behind it. So hit the subscribe button if you want to see more NBA content. Like this video if you enjoyed it, of course, and I'll definitely see you guys next time.